Okay, so one way that political administrations have been trying to slow down the destruction of these old growth forests, we had said, was through the use of road building. Another approach that was used by environmental groups had to do with this owl that I mentioned, the northern spotted owl, and it's one of these species that would be vulnerable um, under the Endangered Species Act because it requires enormous tracts of land of mature old growth forest per pair of birds. And so every pair of northern spotted owls needs its own 2,500 acres of old growth forest. And so environmentalist groups said, look, you're not following the Endangered Species Act. The Endangered Species Act requires you to consider species that are endangered, threatened, and vulnerable. So the Endangered Species Act, they stopped. They were able to bring a lawsuit to stop the logging on the behalf of this owl. And so what they did is the Endangered Species Act developed a recovery plan where they identified 133 owl conservation areas. And so the owl, northern spotted owl, numbers were declining because of all this history of clear cutting. Well, guess what? The numbers continue to decline. It's hard for humans to manipulate ecology. So what happened here? What's happened here is we now have the barred owl trouble. Now, what's a barred owl? A barred owl is one that we have around here. And if I'm remembering right, it goes, it's when you talk about its call, it's who cooks for you. It's like who, that kind of a hooting. But anyway, that has nothing to do with anything. It's an owl that you do hear around here, though. That's my point. Well, what happened is it's a closely related species to the northern spotted owl. So the northern spotted owl started to decline, and the barred owl, which is an eastern owl, started moving into the range that had formerly been occupied by the northern spotted owl. So now, even though we have these conservation plan in place where we have these 133 conservation areas of large tracts of land protected, the owls are still declining. So what are they saying? We need to go shoot them barred owls. Well, we have a video. I want you to watch the video. It's interesting. You can see the northern spotted owl, and he's going to discuss the plight of it's Bird TV, by the way. He's going to discuss the plight of this owl, and talk about something else, a marbled murrelet, which is another species, similar kind of a thing. So anyway, watch that video.